Hey, in this video, you'll learn how to create an image carousel in the beehiiv website builder and display multiple images at once on your product pages, post pages, landing pages, and more. Let's get straight into it. So once you're in the beehiiv website builder, you want to locate the page you want to add an image carousel to. So in this case, it's the home page. And then I'm going to go and click on the insert panel here. And I already created a container here that I want the image carousel to be in. So I'm going to just drag in the image block here. And from here under media, I can click the plus icon. I can also click upload an image, which will allow me to upload it from my computer or use from library if I previously uploaded an image. So here I'm going to select an image and I'm going to add more by pressing the plus button on the right hand side here. And so if I keep doing this, I'll be able to add all the images I want. And you'll even see an arrow. So right here, the arrow color is set to blue so you can't see it. When it's white, you can see I can scroll through these. I can even rearrange the media. So let's say I want this one first. I can just click and drag. I can also add more by pressing the plus button. Now, depending on how you want to design this, there are many more options. So for example, you can click on grid here, which will show all the images in a grid instead of this like horizontal scroll, right? But depending on what you're trying to achieve, you might want to use this first option. So in this example, this is a great way to use this because it takes up a lot less space, right? Whereas grid, it takes up more space and it's harder to see because the images are smaller. So depending on what you want to achieve, you can do that. You can even change it from 1 to 2 columns if you want. And you can make the first image full width. There are a bunch of different options here. You can change the gap between the images here. But in this case, I'm going to choose this first layout option. Next, for pagination, this is basically telling you what image you're on. So in this case, because there is a scroll and I have to click through them, this tells the user which image they're on. So in this case, it's dots. I can even click on the dots, right? Or I can choose this number option and I can change the different text and color and stuff like that. And then the last option is basically a preview where you can see all the images. It's very similar to the grid layout when this is selected here. But of course, it is different because there is a scroll here. This is a strictly like an indicator, like a preview, right? And so here, in addition to that, you can change the style of the entire like container if you really want to. So for example, I set a hover effect for big zoom in on hover. You can do like small shadow, right? So you can combine this with a bunch of different effects here. And lastly, depending on what you selected here, so if you selected this first option here, the scroll option, you'll be able to change the position of the pagination. You can see here, up is selected here, and the previews at the top or the paginations at the top. It's only when this third setting is selected though. You can see, depending on what you select, there are different settings. Like here, you can change the thumbnail size, the gap as well, stuff like that. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to check out the other website builders tutorials on our YouTube channel.